There is something missing from our world. The amazing animals that time has left behind. But what if we could bring them back? What if extinction didn't have to be forever? We're going back in time on a safari with a difference. As wildlife adventurer Nigel Marvin plunges into prehistory to rescue creatures on the brink of extinction. His plan is to bring them back to the safety of the present and give them a second chance. This time, Nigel is going back 300 million years to a time long before the dinosaurs, when insects ruled the world. His goal is to rescue some of the largest and most dangerous creepy crawlies in history. Welcome to the ultimate wildlife sanctuary. Welcome to Prehistoric Park. Prehistoric Park's mission to bring back extinct animals has so far been a big success. The park's elephants now live with a hairy Ice Age cousin. A herd of hungry titanosaurs roam freely, and a bad-tempered triceratops needs a lot of attention. These are just a few of the park's current residents, and there are plenty more to come. Right now, while Nigel plans his next prehistoric collecting trip, the rest of the team are having a bit of trouble with Prehistoric Park's breeding program.
Now do as you're told and stay there. Go on, hey, do it, ow!
There are either too many babies or too few. In his last adventure, Nigel and his team went back in time 10,000 years to the plains of South America. Back then, saber-tooth cats were on the very brink of extinction. Nigel managed to rescue a young male and a female that had just lost her cub to starvation. Now both animals have fully recovered, and head vet Suzanne wants them to breed. The trouble is, the female is proving to be a very fussy feline.
We want them to breed, and it's just not working. She's so aggressive to him at the moment. I think if we put them together, she would kill him. I mean, he's really just like an annoying little teenager, and she's a nice, sensible older woman, and she is not interested in being with him.
To get them started, the lucky couple have been put into a special breeding enclosure. The idea is to keep them close together so they can get to know each other without fighting. But so far, it's not working.
I've been doing some research on breeding large cats in captivity, and I've got an idea about what we can do. I think we need a bit of romance, so just wait.
Nigel has been fascinated with insects and other invertebrates since he was a boy. Now he's planning to bring back some prehistoric bugs from extinction. To get it right, first he needs to know exactly where and when to go to find the creatures he's looking for. And there's a clue waiting on the remote Scottish island of Arran. The rocks of Arran date back 300 million years to a time long before the dinosaurs, when the world was home to a very different kind of giant. Nigel has come all this way to study some faint marks in the rock. These are the fossilized tracks of a creature called Arthropleura, a primitive arthropod much like modern millipedes and centipedes, except for one thing. It grew as big as a man. Other fossils show that Arthropleura was far from alone. Giant scorpions and dragonflies were just some of the amazing creatures that shared the muggy swamps of prehistoric Scotland.
It's mind-boggling what happened through time. 300 million years ago, this was right on the equator. It was a swamp teeming with giant insects. I've got to go back here. This is so exciting. The specimens we can catch for Prehistoric Park, giant dragonflies, huge scorpions, maybe even a centipede that's as big as I am.
With the exact time and place coordinates of his mission confirmed, Nigel heads back to the park to get ready. What he doesn't realise is that he's driving straight into a major emergency.
Bob to Nigel, get out of the T-Rex enclosure now!
T-Rex Matilda has broken into her brother Terence's enclosure. Terence wants her out. When you're a T-Rex, a family argument is not a good idea. When Nigel brought back the two T-Rex from the late Cretaceous period, they were young and some might even say cute. Now, though they're still not fully grown, they're very big and very dangerous. Matilda is the more aggressive of the two and is easily getting the better of her brother. Bob decides to dart her first. The dart hits home, but there's a problem. With reptiles, tranquilizers take time to work. Some dinosaurs are known to have been cannibals. For Terence, Bob's dart may have come too late.
That'll be Nigel then.
Like most modern predators, Matilda can't resist a moving target. The plan works, but there's a catch.
It's after us.
Now she's after Nigel.
Where to go now? It's a dead end. Where do we go? Tranquilizer drug must be working now. You must be tired. Come on. Go over.
Having stopped the fight, Nigel sets off on his prehistoric insect hunt.
With the male T-Rex so badly wounded, it's a tricky time to go, but Terence is in good hands, and I've seen reptiles recover from horrendous injuries, so hopefully he's going to be okay.
Nigel's mission will take him back 300 million years to a time known as the Carboniferous, further back than he's ever been before. At that time, the world was a very different place. Dinosaurs, birds and mammals had not yet evolved. Scotland was a hot, boggy swamp on the equator, full of primitive fish, amphibians and giant insects. But Nigel's destination is so far back in time that he has no way of knowing what dangers he may have to face.
Carboniferous, here we come! Please. What a start. Got our coordinates a bit wrong here. Meant to be an island of dry land. Could have been worse, I suppose. What a great start. Broken down vehicle. Up to my knees in slime. Look at this place. Magical.
The forest seems strangely quiet. But in a prehistoric swamp, you never know what's just around the corner. Back at the park, Suzanne's vet skills are being tested to the limit. Terence has lost a lot of blood and is in a critical condition. Now Suzanne has got to save a very sick dinosaur, something they didn't teach her in vet school.
Support his head, watch it. Gentle. Okay, that's it, that's it. Okay.
The most threatening injury is a massive gash on the T-Rex's face.
It's really deep.
Fossils show many examples of face bites in carnivorous dinosaurs. In a fight, the head was a popular target.
Often with reptiles, you'd use staples rather than stitching them. But I've chosen not to because we'd have to re-anaesthetize them to take the staples out, and we don't want to do that. It's important with reptile wounds that we actually stitch them with the skin edges sticking out or being everted. If they're nice and even, it means the skin edges can grow in and they get horribly infected. So it's a bit difficult, but we're going to give that a go. Thanks. I guess the biggest risk now is infection. We'll just have to see how he goes because we don't really want to use antibiotics if we can help it.
For Terence, the next 24 hours are critical. 300 million years ago, oxygen levels in the air were almost twice what they are today. Scientists believe that this may be the reason that insects then were so large. But so far, Nigel hasn't seen anything, big or small.
Some butterflies have territories at the treetops. Maybe the dragonflies do. And I've got to get up there.
It's not an easy option. Prehistoric plants like this one grew to heights of 150 feet and had no branches. It's a tricky climb. Over millions of years, this magnificent prehistoric forest will turn into the coal that we burn today. But right now, it's still a beautiful sight.
Oh, yeah, just a sea of green for as far as you can see. And it's mind-boggling what's going to happen here over the next 300 million years. Already the climate's changing, and this Carboniferous swampland, it's diminishing. In another 50 million years, there'll be conifers here, and after that, there'll be ice. The most incredible thing, in 300 million years, right on this spot, well, not right here, 150 feet below me, there could be a fish and chip shop in Glasgow, Scotland. And look, coming out there from the trees, way, just as I thought, coming straight, oh, straight at me. A giant dragonfly. You can see the sun glistening of its wings. And down below there, it's hard to see through the trees, but there's chinks of shiny, reflective water. And I think that's the place to go. That's where they'll be laying their eggs. That's where their larvae will grow up. That's where they'll hunt prey as well. And what I've got to do is get down there, get down to water to find the dragonflies I'm after. He's got an easier job getting down than me. Wait.
It's all very well collecting giant insects, but you've got to have somewhere to put them.
I hate to say it, lads, but we need to get a shift on here.
Back in the 21st century, park keeper Bob has got a team building a new high-tech bug house.
Well, this is going to be the new insect house. It needs to be a fair size with a fair bit of headroom for the flying insects. And also, I'm having to make it airtight to create a special atmosphere, which means that the doors have got to be airtight as well, because we don't want to lose that atmosphere every time the doors open and close. Well, What's he doing down here? I don't know why, but for some reason the Titanosaurs just can't settle at the other end of the park. They're looking for something, I don't know what. Oh, hang on, I've had an idea.
The Titanosaurs have broken out of every enclosure Bob has built. Now they roam freely, causing trouble wherever they go.
I should like these cycad leaves. We know they were around in his day. Right, let's see if this does the trick, eh? Eh? Is this what you're after? Obviously not. I don't know what's the matter with him.
In his search for the ultimate dragonfly, Nigel moves deeper and deeper into the swamps of prehistoric Scotland.
Something big moving in here, guys. Look, there's a trail of bubbles disappearing off there. There's something moving under the water.
It seems there are plenty of things in this swamp bigger than dragonflies.
You hear that? It's something big. It's moving. Ah. Ah. Oh, so fast. It's an Arthropleura. Wow. What a magnificent creepy crawly. Remember we saw the tracks of this. Wait! That rearing up, it's obviously a defensive reaction. I've been sprayed by modern millipedes. They can secrete cyanide, that smells of almonds. I've had that in my eyes, and that really hurts. And nobody knows anything about these. Of course, nobody's seen a living one. They've only seen the fossils. Nobody's even too sure whether this is a predator or a vegetarian. And it must be about 10 feet, and those huge mandibles, those huge mouth parts. I'm overjoyed by this. What a specimen for Prehistoric Park. If we can catch it, it's relaxing. I've got to be so careful here. If it just relaxes and goes down, maybe I can make a lunge. Got it. Whoa! That's what I need. Come on, relax. 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 That thing is so fast.
Back at Prehistoric Park, head vet Suzanne is putting her saber-tooth breeding plan into action. She's having their pens altered in an effort to get some romance into the air.
What we're doing here is called environment enrichment, and what we're trying to do is make this much more interesting, this enclosure, and mimic the natural surroundings of the saber-tooth cat. We're hoping that's going to make them more comfortable, more relaxed with one another, and hopefully that's going to make her much less aggressive towards him. And hopefully it will mean that they're going to breed successfully and we'll get our first saber-tooth cubs.
On the other side of the park, headkeeper Bob is busy trying to solve the problem of the restless titanosaurs.
Some nice rounded stones. I want to give them to the Titanosaurs. Yeah. We might have found that problem. A friend of Nigel's, a paleontologist, has sent us some photographs. Yeah, I'll show you. And it appears that the Titanosaurs used to eat stones. Now, that's not actually as balmy as it sounds. Ostriches do. Here, look, have a look.
Fossils of large plant-eating dinosaurs have been found with stones in their stomachs. One theory is that they ate stones to help grind up tough plant matter in their gut. It's a nice idea, but will the titanosaurs really fancy a mouthful of rocks?
The Arthropleura is long gone. We can't give up. I mean, slurping mud, it's stinking hot, but swamps, they're a paradise for me, teeming with life. And we've just got to catch some of it. Just imagine the insect house at Prehistoric Park. Just to taunt us, look at this. The Arthropleura tracks. And these are just like the ones in Scotland, just like the ones we saw on the Isle of Arran. And we're about the right place, about the right time. This could be the exact same set of tracks.
He may have lost the Arthropleura, but Nigel is about to find something just as exciting. A lake swarming with giant dragonflies.
There's one stopped there, there's one flying backwards, and the speed they're moving. Hawker dragonflies in modern times, they can go at 30 miles an hour. These big ones, who knows what speed they're going. And what they're doing is they're looking for mates. And if they find a female, they grab hold with claspers at the front, and then they start mating with the female. But of course, they can't identify what sex it is until they get really close. And these are two males having a dogfight. And look at them. Look at that. They are so aerobatic. Whoa, he's whizzing right close. They can stop immediately. They can spin round on a sixpence. Low over the water there, coming straight towards me, paying no... You can feel the breeze from their wings on my face then. This is incredible. This is great. Watching it in the 21st century is fun enough, but to see dragonflies with a 3-foot wingspan having a dogfight, this is tremendous stuff. And one's broken off, he's left. The other one, he's patrolling, looking for food now.
The dragonfly settles. Time to get hunting.
Keeping low, moving slow. We've got superb eyesight. 50% of a dragonfly's head is eye. Got me in the shin. You all right? Yeah, I think it's something bit me under the water. Look at that. It's quite a big bite. There must be a big amphibian in there, a predatory fish or something. And that'll be fine. Animal bites for us wildlife blokes. It's just a badge of courage. Just seen the dragonfly go up into the canopy. It's going to be dark before we know it. Let's go. We need to find some dry ground and set up camp. Okay, this is about the driest we'll get. Everywhere's soggy here. We're looking for a campsite. This is slightly above the rest of the swamp. Got to be careful, the guys, they want to make a fire, but 20% oxygen in the 21st century, 35% in Carboniferous times. Even this soggy stuff could go up, so we've got to be really careful around the campsite.
The film crew sets up camp. The big question is, what might come out in the night?
Don't walk around here without boots on, that's the key to it. If you have to go off for a Jimmy Riddle in the night, use the torch, because there could be all sorts of stuff. You know, poisonous scorpions and everything, so. Bill, what are you doing?
Putting up my mosquito net.
You don't need that. The mosquitoes haven't evolved yet. They suck the blood of dinosaurs, so they won't be around for another 75 million years or so.
The weather turns nasty.
Come on, guys. Right, let's get under. Oh. Sleep well, guys. Sleep well.
But Nigel and his crew will have more to deal with than a storm before the night is through. At Prehistoric Park, headkeeper Bob's trying to solve the problem of the troublesome titanosaurs by giving them rocks to eat.
All right, here you go.
Amazingly, Bob's pebble-plan diet is proving popular.
What's all the fuss about, eh?
Perhaps now they'll stay where they're supposed to. On the other side of the park, head vet Suzanne is visiting the observation pens to see how Terence, the injured T-Rex, is getting on.
Hey, come over here. Hey, boy. He looks terrible. He's really lethargic. Oh, and look, his face, that wound, it's opened up. It's all red and inflamed. It looks horrible. I think it's gone septic. Worst case scenario is he gets septicemia, which is a disaster, obviously. We need to give him some antibiotics. We need to get that sorted out. It's really serious.
Tests confirm that Terence does have septicemia. Suzanne decides to take drastic action.
Blood there, that means it's in. It's really risky giving him antibiotics because we've got no idea how that's going to act on his system, but we have to do it, otherwise he's going to die.
Back in the swamps of prehistoric Scotland, the rain has finally stopped. But there's something more sinister stirring.
Creatures often become active after rains. And there's something over there. There's something I want to show you. It is one of nature's showstoppers.
Experienced bug hunters never go anywhere without a handy ultraviolet light.
And the monster I'm going to show you fluoresces with this. A scorpion, that's nearly a metre long, much bigger than any of the modern scorpions. It's got a protein in its cuticle in the exoskeleton, and that fluoresces in ultraviolet light. Nobody knows why that happens, but that is gorgeous, and what a specimen. But my camera works shaky and rubbish, so even though you won't like it, I've got to wake up the cameraman.
Crew member Bill's about to get his own wake-up call.
Oops, it's on the move. Bill wouldn't like this if he was awake, but I'm not going to wake him up. The scorpion won't sting unless it's provoked, and he's moving slowly. It's getting really close. Scorpions have got these unique sense organs underneath their bodies called pectines, amazing vibration detectors. And he stopped there. Bill gave a twitch, and that's why he's coiled in an attack position. And I've got to get him. Just grab him. Gotcha! I never get used to that. Got the pincers. Always forget those pincers. Sorry, mate, you've had a scorpion on you. 3 foot, metre long scorpion. I'll look for him in the morning. Sorry about that, guys. Oh.
Next morning, with no change in the T-Rex's condition, Suzanne goes to see how the saber-tooths are getting on with their new improved enclosure.
It's amazing what a difference the climbing frames have made, especially for her. She is such a happy cat. Look at her now. She's rubbing, she's affectionate, she's rolling on the grass, she's lying there. She just looks like a happy pussy cat. She looks really, really good. And he's still pacing up and down the fence and trying to get her attention, and she's no longer ignoring him, which is good. I think, hopefully, she's actually not going to be aggressive, and she might even accept him.
Now Suzanne has to decide if it's safe to put the two animals in together to breed. If she gets it wrong, there could be a lethal fight. It's a new day in the swamps of prehistoric Scotland, and Nigel's determined to catch himself a dragonfly.
Got to be quick. I'm going to move him quick because he's shivering with wings. And that means they're warming up for flight. He's just too fast, and this thing is so big and unwieldy. I've got another idea. This is my secret weapon. It works with modern fast-flying dragonflies. It's a water pistol. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put detergent in here, fill this with water. As they go by, like that, shoot them down in midair, they fall into the water. Because of the detergent, the surface tension on the lake is broken. They go under the water, get a bit waterlogged, and that should give me time to catch it with the net. Harder than I thought too. These things are so fast. Stay there. Be settled. This is our best chance. Yeah. Yes! Quick. I'm gonna get the net. Hey! Got you! At last. Take the dragonfly, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, we had Marvin, here we go.
This is the mystery predator. Wow. And I think I know what it is. This is Crassigyrinus scoticus. It's a fossil that's only ever been found in Scotland, a real Scottish speciality. Wow, those jaws are so powerful. You can see this was the thing that injured me. Bitten off more than it could chew, didn't you, mate? A really powerful tail there. Look at that. What I need to do is get him into the shallows and have a look at him. Come on. Need a tight grip behind the head. This is slimy and powerful. Look at these. But these tiny limbs, they're for an animal a quarter of this size, so it wasn't very good on the land. And I'm pretty sure this thing lived in the shallows, and what it did is erupted out like a modern day pike, caught big fish and other amphibians. And what this thing is an ambush predator. Look at the length of the jaw. I've got to be careful where I put my fingers. Length of the jaw means it can open its mouth really wide, perfect snap trap. Look at that. And it waits in ambush. When prey comes nearby, it attacks anything that it can dismember. Fish, amphibians, double row of fearsome teeth in there. And Crassigyrinus scoticus hasn't got a common name, but I'm going to call this, look, the swamp monster. Whoa! Off you go, boy. Off you go. Bye-bye.
With no way to transport it safely, Nigel decides to let his swamp monster go.
Crassigyrinus is a swamp monster. You are a swamp beauty. Look. Look at those exquisite eyes. You are gorgeous. What a dazzling insect. And I can't resist this. Gossamer wings, but there's certainly power behind them. This would be a perfect fan on a hot summer day. Stop that now. There we go. Don't want him to damage his wings. And look at the abdomen there. He's flexing it to show us. And those strange structures there, no modern dragonflies have got those. You can see those in the fossils of this species. And nobody knows what they're for. They could be used for courtship. They could be used for grabbing the female. Come on then, we've got to get you back to Prehistoric Park.
It's a big moment for the saber-tooth cats. Suzanne is about to open the gate between the two enclosures. But will they frolic or fight?
I'm still quite apprehensive about doing this, introducing them and seeing how that goes, but I've got the water bowser on standby and cats really don't like water, so if it doesn't go very well, we're just going to blast them apart, see how that goes. I think we should do it. Okay. You guys on standby? Okay, lift the gate now. No, she's walking up towards him. Stand by. I think things are going to be okay. She looks like she's quite comfortable in there and he's not attacking her, certainly. So we've got a long way to go before they mate successfully, but at least they're not attacking each other. It's a really good start.
With a dragonfly safely in the bag, Nigel begins his search for the giant scorpion.
Think of scorpions in deserts, but lots of them live in places like this, in forests and things. And there, you get a search image. I just saw something different under here. There it is. Just as I thought. You can see the 8-legged scorpions. They're not insects, they're arachnids in the same family as spiders, ticks and mites. And it knows I'm here. Incredible sensory systems. See those hairs on the body? Uses those to detect air currents and will be sensing my vibrations. Look, when I move, it moves towards me. And pretty small claws, that's what I'm worried about. Small claws, big sting, that means it probably kills its prey using venom. Scorpions with big claws, they normally crush their prey. It's a pretty nasty brew, scorpion venom. There's toxins in there that can muck around with your nervous system, stop your heart beating, stop your breathing. And when it raises that sting, it doesn't half get your heart beating. What I've got to try to do is grab the telson, that's the big bulb beneath the sting, and if I can get that, I'll be safe. What I've got to do is try to draw his attention. There we are, come on. Come on, he's responding to the vibrations from the stick. Come on. This is it, it's all or nothing. No. This is a strong and powerful creepy crawly, but this is tiny in comparison to the ancestors of the scorpions. They were Eurypterids. They came out of the sea. They got the basic body plan of this, but they could have been 6 feet long and weigh as much as I do. But what I've got to do is somehow get him into a box and take him back to Prehistoric Park.
But to get a scorpion into a box, you have to let it go.
Here you go.
It's a dangerous moment.
Ah! Oh, God.
Scorpion venom can take several hours to have an effect. It may turn out to be toxic or even fatal to humans.
Well, throbbing up my whole arm. I'll put a plaster on it.
But that's not all. A couple of miles away, there's trouble brewing that could jeopardize the lives of the entire crew. At the insect house, Bob has worked out the new threat they're facing for himself. To keep the prehistoric insects happy, he's recreated the atmosphere found 300 million years ago. But there's a dangerous side effect. The high oxygen levels mean things burn much faster. The lightning storm the night before has started a forest fire.
Look at this. It's so easy for fire to get a hold. In Carboniferous times, there's so much oxygen in the atmosphere. This is going to go through the forest at a fair old lick, right towards the Jeep. What we got to do is get the animals, get the Land Rover started and get back to Prehistoric Park. Hey guys, we got to move out of here. Feel the heat. The Land Rover's just over there. The flames are all around there. And look, fleeing from the fire. He's got the right idea, but we've got to go towards the heat.
Nigel stumbles, but this is no ordinary fallen log. Nigel has stumbled across another Arthropleura, but it couldn't have happened at a worse time.
Arthropleura is burying in the leaf litter, must have felt the heat, but it's got no chance. It's going to be burnt alive.
Unless Nigel can save it.
I'll be back! Yeah, this is such a powerful beast. And even when you get close to it, I'm not sure whether it's a centipede or a millipede. Look at those mandibles. Hey! Jim, quick, quick! Quick, Jim! Move, come on. With the oxygen, this place is like a tinderbox. Quick. Just, mate. Come on, quick. We have got to get out of here. The smell burning insects. The fire is getting so close. Come on, hurry up. We haven't got much time. Still got to get this thing moving.
With the engine out of action, Nigel needs to find a way to get them and the Jeep through the time portal and back to the park before it's too late. When you've got a park full of dinosaurs, you'll never need a tow truck.
Come on, this way.
And Bob knows just how to say thank you.
There you are now. That's it. Good girl. Good girl. Well done. Well done. She'll do anything for a treat.
Everyone's back safely, but Nigel's still got something on his mind.
I think he's going to be fine. It probably would have had an effect if it was going to by now, if he'd be really sick. And the scorpion venom is designed to kill insects, and luckily he's a mammal. So Nigel, I think you need a good night's sleep. I think you'll be fine.
Thanks, Susan. I'll get a good night's sleep.
At the insect house, Bob is checking up on the new arrivals.
Where is he? He'll be around here somewhere. There he is. I'm not actually too worried because, as it turns out, the Arthropleura is actually a vegetarian. You know what the funny thing is? I'm really rather fond of him. I think it's because he's big. He's not like an iggly wiggly little spider or something that creeps up behind you. He's like a proper animal. Good lad.
Something's up at the vet surgery.
Suzanne, I thought you had bad news. Terence is okay by the looks of it.
He's fine. He's doing really well. The good news is he responded to the antibiotics. He's fine. The bad news is I didn't restrain him because I didn't think he'd come round so quickly. He's on the loose. He's bashing around. He's destroying my surgery. I don't know how we're going to get him out.
Rob. What is it now, Nigel? Hello, mate. Nigel here. Can you get over here? Got a real surprise for you.
A few hours later, and Terence the T-Rex is safely back in his enclosure. Thanks to a tough immune system and a bit of modern medicine, he should make a full recovery. Leaving Suzanne the minor job of tidying up the surgery. Next time, Nigel goes back 75 million years to catch the biggest crocodile of all time. Suzanne finds out if the saber-tooths will finally have cubs. And the titanosaurs cause some serious mayhem. But for now at least, all is calm at Prehistoric Park.